You threw my city away. You tore down the walls and opened up all the gates.
This is another very sad day in America, another senseless shooting, this time at a high school in Parkland, Florida, where a gunman, a former student, opened fire yesterday.
2:30, that's when I heard the first gunshot.
My friend got shot in the art hall.
As soon as I heard the shots, I called my mom. I told her, Mom, there are gunshots. I heard 4 shots.
And as soon as the alarms went off, everybody just started running outside. And next thing you know, everybody looks and you hear boom, boom, boom.
She just told me, okay, keep calm. That's what she just kept saying to me, to keep calm. And I heard her driving down. I heard the sirens over the phone and outside.
I think anybody who would politicize this shooting should be ashamed of themselves.
This is not the time to have the discussion.
I'm more than happy to talk about this in a few days. Right now is not the time.
There's a time and place for a political debate, but now is the time to unite as a country.
We hear it after every incident like this, and we've heard it again today. Now is not the time to talk about how to deal with gun violence. Now is not the time. Think about that. Why is now not the time? When planes flew into the World Trade Center and the Pentagon, did we say now is not the time to talk about terrorism? This is exactly the time to start talking about any issue, gun violence included. If we wait until cooler heads prevail on any of these, we never talk about it.
At this point, we've got to follow up with something. No one should feel, it shouldn't take every member of Congress to feel the way that I feel right now for us to commit ourselves to do something about this.
This happens nowhere else other than the United States of America.
Violence is a big problem.
This epidemic of mass slaughter.
Too many children are dying.
This scourge of school shooting after school shooting.
Do something about it, because to somebody who's hurting, something is everything.
It will be hard.
It only happens here not because of coincidence, but as a consequence of our inaction.
But the time is now. You must act.
Vote. Pay attention to what the people who claim to represent you are doing and saying in your name and on your behalf. They represent you, and if they've not done right by you, if their policies are at odds with your core beliefs, then you have a responsibility to send them packing.
Be bold, be courageous. Americans are counting on you.
Fight. We refuse to be ignored by those who will not listen.
We deserve to feel safe in our own schools.
The time for change is now.
The smallest of words can make the biggest difference.
Be the voice for those who don't have one.
Together, we have the power to change the world around us.
You have an administration fighting to protect your Second Amendment, and we will protect your Second Amendment. To stand strong for those sacred rights given to us by God, including the right to self-defense.
Can you tell me right now that you will not accept a single donation from the NRA?
My daughter, running down the hallway at Marjorie Stone and Douglas, was shot in the back with an assault weapon, the weapon of choice. Okay? It is too easy to get. It is a weapon of war. The fact that you can't stand with everybody in this building and say that, I'm sorry.
There's only one way to look at this. How would you feel and what would you do if these were your children who were killed today? The truth about our democracy is that the people don't make laws. We vote for those who do.
Everybody thinks this isn't going to be them. It's never going to be them. And I think that's part of why people don't get out and be politically active. But I urge them to get out and do something about it. Call your congressman. Vote. Please, vote.
It has been 6 minutes and 20 seconds. The shooter has ceased shooting and will soon abandon his rifle, blend in with the students as they escape, and walk free for an hour before arrest. Fight for your lives before it's someone else's job.
Don't get back up again.